I'm coming live from the west coast of Canada, and I'm going to be practicing angel cards with each of you. So get ready to rumble and break out your decks. And I know a lot of you are likely at work or busy doing something, but those of you who are in other parts of the world, hopefully you'll be able to come in and join me. So, hello, are you ready to practice some angel cards? Hi. I'm going to be using some different decks today, ones in which I don't think you guys have seen yet. Hi. I want you to break out your cards. It's all about participation, as Jason has said yesterday. All right? You can't open your channels to connect with spirit unless you practice. And that is just how it is. Unless, possibly, your channels are going to open irregardless. But it is about practice. You have to practice. And the more I practiced with the cards over the last 14 years, the more my channels opened. The more I would hear the angels, the more I would pick up on their energy around me, because every time you break out the cards, you're pulling their energy around you. And then you start to get familiar with their vibrational frequency and their energy. So practicing is so important. And also, I know that Eric suggested that you post that you're going to be pulling cards for everybody on the group wall and ask 5 people to ask a question, okay? So when you're saying, oh, hey, everybody, would you like an angel card? Ask one question and I'll pull the cards for you. You may pull 1 card, you may pull 2 or 3 or 4 to answer that question. So when it gets really specific with a specific question, wow, the angels really come through with possibly multiple cards. Okay? So I've got the Mermaids and Dolphins deck. And this is one of my favorites. Messages from the Fairies deck by Doreen Virtue, both. This deck really got me through a tough time in my life. Now I've given this deck away several times over the years, because as I am giving a reading, the angels will say, you need to give this deck to the person, and I go, okay, and I do it. Yeah. You know what's, I see your comment there, the courage to come out. For me, it's way worse to sit back and not take action and not move in the direction that you are internally feeling guided than it would be. That is worse for me than stepping out and having the judgments of others. And I know, because a few of my friends here in Victoria, where I live, they were like, you're doing what? Oh, you quit your cleaning company? Oh. They don't know what they don't know, and they can't understand. But possibly over time, you stepping forward with that courage will show them something that they were totally unaware of. And you have to weigh it out. How many years are you going to go on just kind of hanging back and observing rather than stepping forward and potentially helping many? So, I've had some friendships that have cooled off, shall we say, because I said, well, I'm doing mediumship and I'm no longer needing to have my house cleaning business. And now I still hang out with them, but they're curious. They're asking me a lot of questions. Now they're like, okay. And one time I was leaving my friend's home. and her angels came around me really close to get my attention, just about like, whoa, I almost passed out. I held on to a piece of furniture and I said, whoa, do you feel that energy? And she was like, yeah. I said, do you feel it down the hall behind me? And she's like, yeah. And I said to the angels immediately, can you please step back? Because it was so overwhelming. I said they would like to relay a message to you. Are you open to having that message relayed? And she said, no, I'm not sure. And she's 80 years old, and she wasn't sure. So then I was just about to leave the house. I'm like, do you want to hear the message, or yay or nay? All right. So I relayed the message, and that was it. And I left. And she was like, oh, okay. That was it. She was pleasantly surprised. And then her angels hung out in the back of my car talking with me all the way home, giving me guidance. So, you know, I've also had her deceased husband come and visit when she had been going through some health issues. He cupped both my ears to get my attention. So I'm like, everything's muffled, and I'm like, what is happening? Oh, that's an indicator. Spirit's here. Who's here? And then it was her husband. It was really cool. So on Sunday, I'm going to come live, and I'm going to talk about boundaries, okay? And we're not just talking about boundaries with spirit. We're also talking about boundaries in regards to other people's boundaries. You know, maybe they aren't ready to hear the message, or maybe you don't feel comfortable about relaying the message to them when spirit is asking you to. But we're also going to talk about the boundaries with spirit, and we're going to talk about setting and holding your boundaries. It's fascinating. The ones that are the most entrenched in fear, they're watching the news, they're talking about all the chaos happening in the world. They're the first ones to come to me with this question. And that question is, aren't you worried that you're going to channel something low vibrational? Aren't you worried that you're going to have something, you know, and I sit there and I'm like, wow, that's where their mindset is at, not mine. So, I answer their question accordingly, and I'm like, no. Because you see, as you raise your vibrational frequency up and you shift out of that fear mentality, and that will happen over time as more light is anchoring on the globe. It's going to happen with a lot of us. Some of us won't notice, and we're just going to keep on keeping on in the chaos. None of you are in that category because you're here. You're obviously curious and interested in this. So I would suggest that you're not like this, right? But as you raise in vibrational frequency, low vibrational energy doesn't even want to be around you. They may not even see you. They won't want to interact with you. Are you kidding me? They're going to roll in up, you know, and interact with me, and I have Jesus and Archangel Michael here? No. Plus, I'll kick him to the curb so quick it wouldn't be funny. And that's just like even with life, when you have low vibrational people in your life. It wouldn't be any different with spirit, would it? So with people or with spirit, you wouldn't allow certain people in your life, would you? To you know, bring down your vibrational frequency and treat you poorly. Just saying. Let's see if I have any message from spirit in regards to this. No? They're doing this. You go ahead. Go on. They're doing this hand gesture. Go on. So I thought what we could do today is I'm going to take, let's see, how many minutes do we have here? Oh, we're only 4 minutes in. Giddy up. Why don't we go with 10 questions? Make them specific. Okay? Make them real specific. We're going to go with the first person who has the first question, and you can pop it up. Then we're going to wait. because I want each of you to pull a card for that person that's asking that question. Okay? So whoever has one question, pop it up. We'll hang back and wait. Then we'll go to the next person, hang back and wait. And each of us will pull a card for that question. Okay? Hi, Kate. You're making it from the UK. Woohoo! Okay, so I don't see anyone's questions popping up. Anybody have a question that is on their mind about channeling or about anything? You guys are all like, here we are. Okay. Okay. So the first question is, how can I help the two people I love the most in the world who both have chronic illnesses? So let's all pull a card for that. I'm going to use the fairy deck. I love this deck, man. Oh, how I love this deck. This deck helped me greatly. Now, if I want to tune into the fairies, I can do that. But today, my intention is I'm tuning in with the angels. Most definitely your guardian angel, Jill. Now, you may choose a card that may not even be answering this question, but it's something that Jill needs to hear. And it's something that the angels have been waiting to relay. Or not. So I'm just going to relax my mind. Still my mind. Move my hand just above the deck and allow them to take my finger to the card. There it goes. Your angel's so polite, Jill. He said, one card only, please. This is your male guardian angel, also known as your get-going angel. He's the one to be helping you with your life's purpose. He's the one to help you fulfill what you are meant to fulfill in this lifetime. Okay? And let's see if he wants to say anything else. Okay, he wants to really get to this card. The card is winter. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. He's not talking about this winter. He's talking about next winter. Next winter, things will be greatly different for you on your path. This is in regards to your life's purpose and the work that you're doing. And it's going to be greatly, greatly different in 1 year. Okay? So expect a lot of changes. He's also saying that he's really happy that you're in this course. Isn't that nice? Now he's patting me on my shoulder. And he's saying he's proud of me. Really nice. Do you want to talk about the two people in her life that are the closest with chronic illness? He says no, not at this time. I believe somebody else is going to pull a card for you on that. So does anybody have a card for Jill in regards to her question? Okay, perfect. Yeah, pull a card for Jill. Jill needs a card. And what I get for Jill is going to be totally different with what you get. Because then now her angel's going to go over to you and help you pick the card for Jill. Because the angels are omnipresent beings of light and love. They can be here with me. They can be there with you. They can be with everybody. There is no time and space constraints. That's a tough one to swallow, isn't it? You're like, what? Yeah. Okay. So if you'd like to pull a card for Jill, she needs one. Okay. Now we're going to move to the next person here. Okay, Liz, you've been asking the angels for a sign, but you don't see any. Okay. Now, do you see what happened there? I relaxed my mind, and I felt a pull of energy move me, because I have one deck on one side, and I have one deck on this side. And the energy had me, if I just relax and let them operate my body temporarily, okay, they will guide me where to go. Where am I going? They're not saying anything, but they can move, they can pull my eyes to the clock when it says 1111, or they can move my eye and my attention to something that says 444. It's very easy for them to do that. All we have to do is relax into it. If we're stressed out, we're overthinking, and we're worried, that's what needs to shift. Because life is not meant to be in that state continuously. So I relaxed, and your angels pulled me over to this deck. So I pulled them out. And I let your angel guide my hand. No more cards, only one. Interesting card. Okay, so here's an example, okay? You'll have a card like this. Pregnancy. Does that mean that you're pregnant, Liz? Not necessarily. What are the other meanings for a pregnancy card? And this is a great example, because I remember sometimes I would pull this card and I'm like, no. Oh my goodness. So let's see what your angel says about the pregnancy card. Is also the development of new ideas and information entering your mind, Liz. It is not only pregnancy within the body, but it's ideas and information, knowing coming into your mind. And that is what is unfolding here. Your angel is saying, seek and ye shall find. Not my wording. So when you start asking questions, when you sign up for a course like this, when you're looking for help, when you're asking for help, and you're seeking, you will find the answer. You might not find it immediately after you ask, but they have heard your requests, and they're working on it. I guarantee you 110% on that. Seek and ye shall find. Seek and ye shall find. He's saying it 3 times. Seek and ye shall find. The answers are right before you. They're coming. Relax. Do your best to relax, is what he's saying. Do your best to relax. He's telling me that you've got a whole lot going on in your head, okay? It's almost like a fight, it's a little bit of a fight or flight mode you got going on. And fear, worry, even doubt. But he wants to remind you of this, okay? They don't. And they want you to follow their lead. They're not worried. And they're not fearful. The right information will and clear cognizance, knowing, will enter your mind at the right time, and you will know, and then you will take action. He's doing that. He's done. If anybody would like to pull a card, if you feel pulled to Liz, okay? If you feel like, yes, I need to pull a card for Liz, pull a card for Liz. If it's flat, don't pull a card for Liz. Jennifer, Am I being guided to seek medical advice from traditional means? So let's sit, Jennifer, you and me right now. Is Jennifer being pulled in this direction in a traditional, in a what are we talking about? Natural homeopathic type way, traditional means? Feel it in your body. Don't overthink it. Like you don't care what the answer is at all because the answer's not coming from you. So you just relax into it. Are you feeling, or are you feeling, which one are you feeling, Jennifer? I get a yes too. Yeah, so you're right. That is the answer. We're all chicken. You know what? I was chicken too. You should have seen me in the very beginning, totally terrified. But I kept taking action steps. I didn't back down. I didn't give up. And thank God I didn't. But you know when you have that pull towards something and you just know it feels so right? No fear is going to stop you. And then the fear just goes. And then the fear turns into excitement. And then you're like, oh my God, I can't get enough. And that's what's going to happen in this course. That is what will happen, I guarantee you, because I watched it happen for 3 months last summer with all the students. They were terrified to go live. They were terrified to step forward. And then it was like the floodgates opened, and it was amazing. You should have seen how people grew. They just opened up and flourished. They were doing channeling that they didn't even know they could do, and it was amazing. High vibrational, wonderful experience. And so I thought to myself, do I want to bring this to the forefront again and offer this again, because it was so amazing. And like you guys have all seen the lives I've done with the students that didn't even come on camera with me last summer, and they're on my YouTube channel right now, Kristin Davies. If you go look it on YouTube, you will see the previous students who took the course last summer with me, and they didn't even want it. They didn't even come. Well, Cynthia came on camera with me. She came live a couple times, I believe, with Norma, but Krista didn't, and they're both in this course. You can ask. Any of you can ask them, I'm sure, and they'll let you know. Okay, so Kristin. Does anybody want to pull a card for Kristin? If you feel like you're getting a yes forming in your head, go and do it. If you get a pullback, flat, don't pull a card for her. Kristin, how can I best move my ascension forward? Okay, so I relax my mind and I'm getting pulled to the other deck. So there's a card in this deck that the angels want you to see. Here we are. Holding your hand above and letting them guide your finger to the card, in my opinion, is the way to go. Because the accuracy is bang on. However, I've seen others shuffle and a card comes out and it's accurate too. But this is the way I like it. No more cards. Wow. Kristin, your angel is like just pure bliss. Pure bliss. So relaxed listening to your angel. Smooth voice too, just like wow. You're being helped. So I think that that's pretty clear, isn't it? You are being helped. Look at that beautiful little mermaid in the water on top of the dolphin. Goodness gracious, is that adorable. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. So your angels are letting you know, we're working with you, we're going to help you. Let's see what your angel wants to say. Nope, that's it. Your angel doesn't, it says the card is the message. You're being helped. Go with the flow. Relax into it. Practice. That is all. Thank you. Alexandra, should I continue working in education? I'm not going to pull a card. I'm just going to tune in because I want to get to a few more here quickly. You're going to keep going on this, okay? There's no shift to move out of it. You know that. You probably feel it. You want to maybe shift out of it, or you're thinking about it, but the guidance is to hang tight for a little bit and stay in it until you are guided otherwise. So when you're guided, and you will know, because they will be like, you'll be thinking about it a lot and pulling you to move or to shift out, or a new opportunity will come in, then you go, you take action. But for right now, you're staying where you are. They really want you to think about what you want and co-create with them, and they'll help make it happen with you. Start writing it down on paper. That's what they're saying. Jessica, how can I start to advance in my channeling abilities? Jessica, relax your mind right now. What are you getting in your mind? I've gone down to the bottom, Jessica. How do you advance your channeling abilities? What feeling do you get? Do you see any movement in your head? Do you feel anything in particular? Tune out like you're daydreaming in high school. That's the best advice ever. You know how they always said, don't daydream in high school. Don't be sitting there spacing out. I want you to space out. All I get is excitement. I get clapping. Like, I get total applause. Total applause. Okay, I can literally hear them clapping. They're all clapping. All of them. Can you imagine listening to, like, I don't know, what are we talking about? How many angels here? 19 angels clapping. I was going to guess 15 to 20. They're saying 19. They're just so happy you're on this path. That's what's most important. They're going to repeat the same things I've repeated. This is what they're saying. Diet, grounding, active participation. That's it. Active participation. So that's what I'm getting, Jessica. Hopefully you're feeling the same thing. Bare minimum, you'll feel, yes. And that is you picking up on their energy, okay? If you're feeling like this, why are you feeling like that? Why are you feeling that energy? Because you're picking up on their energy that is feeling that way. They're really, really, really proud of you. That is very, very indicative and clear. So if anybody who wants to pull a card for Jessica, if you feel pulled there, go. Move in that direction and pull a card for her. Active participation. You cannot advance, well, I'm not saying you can't, because you will, and they have already started this process with many of you, with all of us. We're just some are more sensitive than others in opening our upper chakras, right? But the more you practice, the more you start picking up on their vibrational frequency. I know Archangel Michael feels different than my guardian angel, and Jesus feels different than everybody. Okay, Shalini, what question do you have in regards to me pulling a card? Ooh, excellent. I love you guys are pulling these cards. Love it. The more you practice, the more your channels open, the more you connect, the more you pick up on their vibrational frequency, the more they come to you to communicate with you. They're always with you. They don't go anywhere. You just go, and there's no like lag, like, hey, Jesus, can I come and talk to you right now, please? He's here. There's no like, well, twice he was in a rest state getting ready for coming back during this ascension period. That happened to me twice in 2017. I said, hey, where'd Jesus go? And Archangel Michael said, he's resting. I'm like, what? He's resting for the whole month. I said, what? Why? Well, he's getting prepared to return. So he's got to rest to get ready to amplify his energy here. But this year and 2018, there was no rest. There was just go time. He's a busy energy. But he's omnipresent, so I'm not too concerned. Michael's just laughing. Do you want to say anything? No. He's just laughing at what I'm saying. I love that. Yeah. Everybody hears me repeat the same things. And it took me hearing the same things from my angels repeatedly too to get it. And what works for me may not work for you. So then tune in and ask the question, okay, this isn't quite working for me. What's a better way for me to go? Ask your team to guide you and then move in that direction. If you feel a pull to do the cards this way instead of my way, go your way. Do it your way. Okay. Gosh, I love that. Okay. So I'm going to do Shalini. Shalini, do you have a specific question? And then we're going to move to Hilda. I'm not seeing Shalini on here. Okay. Shalini? Shalini, your team wants you to ask a specific question. They really want to address something. I don't know what it is, but that's what they're asking you to do, is ask a question. So Hilda, this deck, okay? You don't have to ask a question, Hilda. I literally will see Shalini's angels go, no. And I'm like, okay. But with Hilda's angels, it's, okay, this deck here, please. And I'm like, okay. So if you feel drawn to pulling a card for Shalini or for Hilda, no, not for Shalini. No, Shalini needs to ask a question. If you feel drawn to Hilda, move in that direction, okay? Hilda. This card. No more cards. Thank you, Kristin. Let's see what we got here. Well, this couldn't be a better card. Hilda, stay optimistic. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Oh, there will be many miracles, I say. Many miracles. Lots of miracles. What is the definition of a miracle? Something that occurs that you can't wrap your brain around or even comprehend or understand or have the answer to, but it's so miraculous, it's magical, it's a miracle. Well, they're pros at that, aren't they? So when Jason was talking about believe in magic, or I think it was Eric channeling through Jason saying believe in magic, you're darn right I believe, because I've seen enough and I've experienced enough to really believe in that. So stay optimistic. Your angels are talking about on your path ahead, there are certain things that are going to be unfolding for you in your life. So all you have to do is just be positive and stay optimistic. Yeah, and that's probably where that clear yourself comes in. So clear yourself, stay optimistic, high vibrational, that's it. If you show up and you practice and you're positive and you try to release that which is no longer needed in your life to just be more high vibrational, that's it. That's the magic right there. relax, enjoy yourself. Let's see if anybody wants to channel through me. Just give me a moment. Anybody? They keep saying no. They're just saying no. They want me to keep practicing. Okay. So who has a specific question? Okay. So Devada, what do the angels have to say about your journey? I see applause, clapping. They're happy you're here in this course. They're just happy that you are participating, learning, growing, evolving. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. They would like you to sit with a piece of paper and a pen, and they'd like you to write down everything you would like help with in your life. And then they're going to read it, and then they're going to get busy and get to work. Thank you, Kristin. So that's what they'd like from you. They're just happy you're here. They're happy. You know, so many times when I'm relaying messages through readings, the angels will say, not many souls want to incarnate on Earth, okay? Because the vibrational frequency is a bit more dense. And so the key is to raise your vibrational frequency in amidst the dense energy here. That's the trick. And then hold and maintain. Is it going to be perfect every day? No. But your bounce back will get easier and easier as you move along down your path. So what used to wear on your mind longer in the past, it just is like, am I going to remember this in 5 years? Is this going to bother me in 5 years? No, I won't even remember this person's name, or this isn't going to bother me. So why am I going to let it run my show for days on end now? And so the angels often say, it took a lot of courage for us souls to come here. But there's a great purpose and great learning here is what they're saying right now. Great learning. You know when you have a real sharp learning curve? That's why you come to Earth, because there's like massive growth that happens in one lifetime versus going into another body or another seeming experience, maybe on another planet, and it's a cakewalk, and you're, you know, swimming with the dolphins and lapping it up on a tropical beach somewhere. So the learning curve is greater. So the end goal they're talking about, if you're here and you want to get to here, you're going to get there faster by incarnating on Earth, quicker to here. Rather, if you just kind of hung back and did the easy lifetimes, which maybe some of us do, you know, we may enjoy those tropical beaches in between, or more rest period in spirit, in soul, in heaven or spirit world. But then we come back, and the growth is so fast, we get there quicker. How cool is that? All right, let's look up here a little bit. I'm loving these cards you guys are choosing. Yes, warrior souls, and courageous, right? You've decided you're gonna do this. And I came this far, so why aren't I, like, if you feel pulled in a certain direction, you've come this far, you've incarnated here, so why not go where you're guided and feeling pulled? Don't hang back and wait, just go. And if it feels good, and it feels right, and it feels light, and it feels good, go. Just go. Excellent. That pressure you feel right here, Jessica, that's telling me that your team is ready to communicate through your throat chakra. So all you have to do, you might get coughing, it'll make you cough, or you might feel pressure, and you're like, okay, I'm going to practice hearing your guidance through my throat chakra because I can feel this pressure here right now. So I'm going to relax my mind. I'm going to focus on my breath. And I'll just let them form the words here, or they'll pull in here and form it here and here, or even maybe just here. Most of the time, the first message that comes through a person when I've worked with them is, we love you. The angel's message is 90% of the time is, we love you, and or we love you and we're here for you. Oh, I hear you, Chloe. Frig, I hear you so loud and clear on that. Every morning, it's like a reset button has been hit, and I spend my day reaching for that connection. I have a lot of lessons still, I think. Does Chloe have a lot of lessons? The angels say we prefer to look at it as personal growth. Okay, that's more uplifting to say that. I'm working in personal growth right now. I'm working on self-love and personal growth with my team, and I know I'm going to get there. I will, and I'm going to. And just me speaking this and saying this is bringing it into being. You run the show, Chloe. So if you don't like something and you like something different, then you say, I like this, please. This, and you know what I say after whatever I request? I say, this or something better, please. Thank you, God, or thank you, angels. Because if they have something better than what I'm picturing, bring it on. Yeah, bring it on. Many of us in the beginning stages of ascension or moving in a direction where we are going to be more light-filled, we have layers that need to be basically transmuted into the light. And that's layers of energy from previous lifetimes or other experiences in your life, old thought patterns, old belief systems. Just that energy may be stored. But if you are ready to let it go and you'd like to, they'll do it slowly and gently. It's not going to happen overnight. You can say, I'm ready to release and let go of these layers. And sometimes you'll be guided to work on the emotional imbalances. That's what your angel's saying, okay? You may be guided to work through those by way of participating in this group, releasing that which is no longer needed. They're telling me that red rooming would be really great for you, Chloe. So if you haven't heard me talk about red rooming, it is, you picture a red room and you picture the person or the situation in your life that is triggering you, okay? And you red room when you get triggered. So that means you get heated and you're getting pissed off in the moment. Ooh, this is me triggering. It's time to red room. And your angels don't even want you to wait for a moment where you're getting triggered. They just want you to picture a red room, okay? You're in the red room, and then they just want you to start to talk about what is bothering you and vent. They want you to vent in this red room, okay? And they want you to do this often, and then this is going to help shed these layers and get this weight off of you. And they want you to vent in this red room, and then the red room is going to capture that energy and transmute it so that it doesn't go out to the global consciousness, okay? So it's red rooming time, Chloe. Red rooming time. Once or twice a week. Okay, so I'm going to take Kate's question and one more. And if you feel guided to pull a card for Chloe, move in that direction. Now we're going to come to Kate. If you feel drawn to Kate, then please pull a card for her. No card for you, Kate. It's a feeling of stagnancy or feeling stuck. No movement. But your angels are okay with that. Relax, rest, retreat as often as you need. For this is what is needed at this time. They are also very happy that you're here with us. They are clapping. And they're really smiling and clapping. Man, your angel has the most intense, like not even a natural dark blue eyes. Like really something. Kate, your angel just did this. I'm zooming in on her eyes, your female guardian angel's eyes. A little androgynous. Yeah? Yeah. She's agreeing. And she says she's watching you. She's watching over you. She's watching over and after you, okay? She doesn't want you to worry or fret about anything. Just don't worry. She's got you. She's got your back. She's not worried. She's not worried at all. Relax into it, Kate. She says, what does that mean? Relax into it. Enjoy your life as it is, resting and relaxing. She's talking about this. This is my sign for money or abundance. Think it and it will come in ways that are unexpected. Manifest it. You are the manifester of your reality. Should you wish more of this, know it to be true. Know that we can bring this, help to co-create and manifest this in your reality in ways that are unexpected to you at this time. We can and we will, should you wish. Amen. That's what your angel just said. I love your angel. She's so direct. Yes. Okay, last question from Kristin. What do I need to know about striking a balance in my life? I cannot figure out what to let go of to make room for growth. Okay, so we're going with the fairies deck. You'll feel an energy kind of like pull you in a direction. Let it, because that is your team guiding you. You'll feel it pull you. And it's your job to be the still observer and follow it. Here we have it, Kristin. And again, if you feel guided to pull a card for Kristin, come along with me and pull a card. Ooh, that was strong, Kristin. Wow. Whoa. Wow, Kristin. Wow. Strong angel. Strong energy. Masculine energy. Your male guardian angel. Again, this is the guardian angel that's here helping you with your life's purpose, helping you fulfill that which you set forth to fulfill in this lifetime. Wow. Your desire is within reach. Your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working out in your favor. Let's see what he wants to say. He's strong. My goodness. Kristin, you should just sit and ask him to come in and around you. I don't see how you couldn't feel this. He's blasting me here, here, here. He's actually right here. He is full on. Let's see what he says. Your desire is in reach. Think it, and it will be. And that goes equally as if you're worried about something and you place your attention on that, it will be. If you use a mantra or an affirmation in the direction in which you wish to move in and say, he's just saying, that will be. So if you're used to worrying and being fearful and you're having your thoughts move in this direction, you want to redirect it, gently move it over here and just say, oh, there's that thought again. Oh yeah, it's an old tape pattern in my head. There's that thought again. There it is. There's that old tape pattern. And then, so what am I going to do about it? So do I really want to keep going on that? Do I want another ticket to that train? No, I don't think so. I'd like to get off that train. So that train of thought, and let's move over here. Because my angels are telling me that I can redirect. And I will say a mantra now. I will look up an affirmation that works best in this situation, and I will repeat it. My life is balanced, and I go with the flow, with the energy that is all around, through everything. Universal oneness, God, source, light and love. I go with the flow in the direction in which God guides me. And so it is. Amen. That is from your guardian angel. And so shall it be. And so shall it be. Your angel wants to co-create with you. Your angel wants you to give thought to that which you wish to create in your life and move in that direction. At first your mind will go, no, we have to be over here. But you will just gently guide it back over here. Again and again until this is the path. This is the direction. And your angel's saying it is just that simple. It is just that easy. And your angel has complete trust and faith in you that you will do this. Your angel is waiting to do this with you. Thank you, Kristin. Isn't that beautiful? So that's it, guys. I think we've tapped in with, I don't know, about 10, 15 angels. And they all know that we're doing this, right? So there's no mistake in what you're going to be doing, because you just trust and have faith. That's all it is. You step forward as the omnipresent being of light that you are, trusting and having faith, and walk into this and go and practice. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Love you. All the angels are waving. And they're just blasting you with love. And they're waving. Bye.